신경 쓰세지?
Been a hot minute. We're finally back with another Xdinary Heroes reaction. And very special today, we are actually finally starting the Troubleshooting album that many of you have been waiting for. We had to do some catch up with the more recent albums, obviously. But now we're here.
Yes.
From my memory, the only track that we checked out from Troubleshooting is the Little Things. I think that was the English title.
Yeah. I listen to it casually.
Oh, nowadays, you mean?
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
song. If you want to see our reaction to that, it is on our channel as well as many other Xdinary Heroes reaction. But for today, we're going to check out the very first track of the album, which is No Matter. And we are checking out the live clip because Xdinary Heroes live clip are basically like proper audio clip because the quality is very good and it's more fun that way. So let's check it out, talk about the music as usual, have fun.
All right.
3, 2, 1,
Play.
Oh.
Wow, harmonization.
Okay. Sick.
Oh. Is it a synth?
What is it? Sounds like it, huh? Whoa. Hey. Oh. Good. God, I love Cal's tone.
Oh. Nice.
Hey. Oh, post-chorus, okay.
너를 들춰내고 들었네 남김없이 외면했던 널 네 앞에서 왔네 그대로 마주해 무서울게 못해
Chung's voice.
Man, that within verse change is so cool. Is that what's that on the left? Is that part of the pad?
Yeah. Oh.
It's been so long since Gunil. Oh, that's a cool bridge. Oh, I didn't expect it to go down a second like that.
Wow. That was a cool bridge.
That was a cool bridge. Wow, so basically everybody's singing. Oh, solo ending. Okay.
Whoa.
Let's go, Junan.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, cool ending.
Wow. Cool.
Wow.
Yo, this is like a great third or fourth concert track list.
Well, that's very specific.
Yeah. You know, it's not an opener or it's not a closer or not the middle one, but somewhere in the early but slowly leading to the middle part. It was just like boom. Yeah. And then 안녕하세요, 엑디즈입니다. And then you're like, then they start talking. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, it's my stupid thing, but probably I watched this Korean 범죄 series movies.
Okay.
So this scene looks like
I feel like I know where you're going with this, but go ahead. I'll listen to you.
Like
okay.
like either 장기매매 or
The setting,
the
you
setting,
mean, right?
yeah, the setting.
Yeah, I know what you mean, especially with the green tint and everything.
Yeah.
All right, not where I was going with this, but okay. Sure. All right, well, but as it is with Xdinary Hero tracks, we can't not talk about the music. So let's briefly start with the music here.
Oh.
First thing first, love the bridge. Let's put that out of the way.
Yeah.
I really like that this track as well had a very simple, clear-cut sound that everybody can follow. It is not as obscure or difficult to understand musically where it's going and what it's doing. The chords are simple. It's very catchy. I think you mentioned it a lot with Xdinary Heroes, how they're getting better and better by the day at mixing that pop elements with their unique Xdinary Heroes sound so that it becomes more approachable and more easily listenable, I guess. I felt that with this as well. And it is a very energetic track to start an album. So maybe that's, I mean, we haven't listened to the entire album yet, but it feels like this is a very classic Xdinary Heroes energy. So it's a great opener of a track for an album. I did want to bring up one thing specific about a certain sound that I heard in the middle. I even mentioned it during the reaction. But I heard this white noise like sound effect on my left ear during one of the pre-choruses. Maybe I missed it in the first one. Maybe it was there as well. But
Yeah, it was there as well. Yeah.
to me, it sounded like because there was a block chord being played by one of the keyboards, I thought it may be part of the effects that are added in the synth sound that they chose to use. I don't know if you have experience with this when you're working, creating the beat and all that.
Yeah, usually those like white noise or sweep effects, we call it, they just tend to put it just to make the ambience or connect between two sections and stuff like that. So this one, as I first heard it, I thought it was actually the sweep effects kind of thing from my left. But then as it goes by, like there's this harmonization at the back, and I was like, oh shit, is this a hiss from the vocals? Then it just continues, like it even changes from left to right and also stuff like that.
Oh, does it?
That's what I heard though.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm like, oh, this has to be an effect that they just put on later on just to make it just
like intentionally.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Right.
By listening to it, it just felt like it didn't connect that well with the piano. It's just my thing. So
you're saying it's probably not part of the sound, the instrument.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they do put this like this, like, because it almost did this, and then it wasn't even constant.
Right.
Interesting. So again, so you're saying an ambience. So are you saying that it helps create this kind of spatial image musically? Is that what you're saying? It broadens
it's something like
room, I guess.
It's something that audience wouldn't notice that much, but they kind of get it unconsciously.
It would affect their perception of the music
it's
unconsciously,
just to put a spice.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
but like the main goal, I'm asking, is that to
just add
create
a bit
room?
of
Is
noise,
space,
and ambience, and
interesting.
It depends for producers, but usually
learning something today, because I definitely thought it has to be from the piano.
Or it's possible, it's possible that it's from piano too. But
although I did think that it is a little too loud for that, and I would have assumed that if that was the case and they didn't want it, they would have removed it. But maybe they kept it to keep things organic. I'm not sure,
because usually
everything's possible. But
that kind of thing just comes from pad.
Right.
I don't know. Just
because it didn't sound like
too distant.
That's cool. Either way, I noticed it. For me, I felt like it kind of bothers me when I notice that kind of stuff. But for everyone else, if you don't notice it, maybe it does have an effect. We'll never know unless we interview
right.
everybody who worked on this.
Yeah.
But apart from that, you mentioned it too. The beginning,
the
like
verse
distorted
bass. It's like, I'm not sure if it's actual bass with filter or a synth.
Here I am, 내가 여기 있다고 쉼없이 끊임없이
because it has a texture of a synth, but
Yep.
if somebody says this is a bass, then I can totally agree with it. The actual bass from Chuyeon, and then you just put like some filters. I still don't know like what's the actual instrument, but I just love that sound.
Yeah, no, it was very nice because I just didn't expect to hear that from a full band like that in the intro section, right? Right
Yeah.
after the first intro chorus.
Because that doesn't sound like guitar.
No. I can
Well,
see.
Guitar? Guitar?
I can see how people might think that it's a guitar, and it could be like nowadays, right? It could be
Yeah, it is.
achieved
Yes.
in some way,
It could be a guitar too. Now that I listen.
right? But
Wow.
but to me, I felt like at least the intention is to make it sound ambiguous like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
Is it a
yeah.
guitar? Is it a bass? Like I
you
think
go.
that's the goal,
There you
and
go.
that's the interesting part. So rather than us trying to figure out what exactly this is, the point of our discussion is that it sounds cool.
Just one of the cool thing that I wanted to mention in the pre-chorus part is that at the later part when they sing together, the main melody just fades a little bit at the back, and that upper harmonization comes in front. So it just feels like, that it's a main melody, but by the time that upper harmony just comes up, you're like, oh shit, which one's the actual main melody?
나는 건 거치기 두는 게 나아 난 거세게 볼 테니 언제부터 내게 나를 태워는
So that was one of the cool things that I wanted to mention.
Yeah, and I guess like the last thing I want to kind of bring up for everybody to, I guess, fill us in with or to discuss together is the lyrics itself. I think the message is pretty clear, and I think it's open to interpretation as usual. But one thing I found really interesting about the lyrics is how they end every main like chorus section with "I'm finally," and they never say what finally what. And I thought maybe they're building up to like the last outro. But they
still
never
didn't.
clarify the rest of the sentence. So it ends up being just a fragmented like sentence, and so it's incomplete. And so I thought it has to be intentional to connect that particular phrase with the rest of the message that's being told in this piece, rather than spending time speculating what it could be on spot right now. I would rather sleep on it, think about it, but also ask all of you what you thought that could be about. So please comment down below.
Yeah.
Let us know what your ideas are, because I am dying to know. And again, we're very excited to go through this album in order. I believe the second track was the one that we checked out, Little Things. So we're gonna skip that probably, unless we find like a really cool performance video or something, and go through the album in order. Have fun together. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Take care.
Bye bye.
아다크,
Anna.
에말리,
JC.
피에르 앤젤리 오시오,
SK.
완위카 초성노엔,
Neo A.
FAD,
리루 734.
Jade, V,
번니.
프리파야,
타랄레만.
TY,
여러분 부르래.
Vanessa P,
Paul Turner.
Sid the Squid.
Yo, is a lot.